What's up, Explearners? I'm so happy to see you back, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. This is the place for you if you want to become better communicators and better public speakers. So welcome, and definitely don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All right, so today we are going to dive into a terrifying question in the interview process. Tell me about yourself. So for something that is almost intuitive, everybody can talk about themselves. It's actually quite difficult when you are asked that question on the spot. This question can also be seen in different forms, like tell me about your background, or what's your elevator pitch, point blank. Tell me about yourself and elevator pitch are fairly synonymous in the interview process. So we're going to learn today what to do to answer that question so that you're not just pulling stuff out of your hat and trying to recite your resume, because that is not the question. The chances of getting this question is 99.9999999. You get the idea. You will be asked this question every single interview in some way, shape, or form. It could be as casual as, oh, tell me about your resume, or what have you been up to lately, or like I said, point blank, elevator pitch, what are you doing? Let's uncover the 3 steps to answer this question confidently and comfortably in an interview. You'd think that if we're asked to talk about ourselves, we can do that smoothly and flawlessly. But for those of you who've actually been in this situation, you'll know that it's actually not that simple, and it's not uncommon for somebody to blurt out a response that they hadn't really thought through, or to just go through their resume and recite it to the hiring manager, or to say something nonsensical, right? So instead of doing that, let's look at how we can make our elevator pitch better and give us that confidence we need in the interview. First of all, I'd like you to think of the elevator pitch, the tell me about yourself, as a gallery walk. Imagine you are taking the hiring manager on a tour of your gallery. Now, when you do this, when you're going on a gallery walk, you're only going to stop at 3 pieces of artwork that you've chosen for the hiring manager, because you think that those are the 3 pieces of artwork that the hiring manager will enjoy. Instead of stopping at every single sculpture and painting and portrait or whatever else there is in your gallery, you're just going to choose 3 salient pieces of artwork. Let's get right into it. Step 1, who are you? For this, I want you to start with the most compelling information that you have. What are you doing right now? What's your current role? And don't start by talking about the first thing on your resume. Don't start at the beginning of your life. Don't give too much information. We avoid TMI in the elevator pitch. And you're going to do this in a concise and compelling way to answer the who are you part of your elevator pitch. So you lead with what's impressive about you right now, or something about your current role. What are you up to right now at this given moment when you're speaking with the hiring manager? The tip here is to tell them how you want them to see you. You're setting the impression that you want to give off. How do you want to project yourself to the hiring manager? How do you want them to perceive you? So you're basically telling them how to do that. I'm a cross-cultural communications coach with over a decade of teaching experience, coaching experience, and in the field of applied linguistics and language acquisition. Something like that, where you lead in with information that's pertinent, relevant, and compelling. Step 2, why are you qualified for this role, for this position, whatever you're applying for? For this, I want you to stick to 2 points. If you go beyond that, then you're going to start to go off on a tangent, or you'll lead the hiring manager astray, you'll give too much information, and then it defeats the purpose of just having 2 points, right? So then you're leading the hiring manager in the other direction, on the other side of the gallery, which is not what you want to do. Try to keep it under 2 minutes, so 2 minutes max, because otherwise it's just going to start going on and on and on, and then you're going to be talking too much about yourself, and then the hiring manager might not have time to get through the other questions that they want to ask. I've spent the last 10 years of my career in Asian and European countries, training professionals in the corporate world and business people around the world for better communication. My second master's is from Columbia University in the field of applied linguistics, right? Something like that. So the tip for this is that you want to make sure that you emphasize relevant experience and proof of performance. So here's when you mention your promotions, certain awards you've won, published articles, television appearances, whatever you can have as the proof of performance. And if you go back and watch my video about anecdotes as interview ammo, this is also a good place as the proof of performance. Of course, in 2 minutes, you don't have that much time to relay a long story, but you can weave that in other ways. Step number 3, why are you here? So for this, you want to show enthusiasm for the position. And I don't mean, jump off the walls and be ebullient if that's not how you actually show enthusiasm, but whatever is authentic to you, you want to be able to convey passion and enthusiasm for the role. Nobody wants to hire somebody who's not interested in that position. So you want to make sure that that is conveyed somehow. For this, you can think of keeping it between 1 and 3 sentences. The sweet spot is 2, so aim for that, because remember, you have all this information and this is just your elevator pitch. This is the last step of your tell me about yourself. So you want to keep it concise and succinct. Say I'm trying to answer the question, why I'm on YouTube. I might say something like, I want to be able to reach as many people I can across the world and help them become better versions of themselves through effective communication and cross-cultural communication strategies using over a decade of experience in the field. The tip for this step is to tailor your answer as specific as you can to the job, right? You don't want to have anything irrelevant to the position, even if it's on your resume, even if you've done that very well, be it a skill or an XP point. So you just want to bring in the pertinent information and that which can answer the job description questions. This is also a good place to show that you've researched the company or the group of people that you would be working with, and then you want to wrap it up nicely in a succinct and concise way so that the hiring manager can ask you the next series of questions, right? Because this is just your elevator pitch. This is the first thing that they will ask you, the tell me about yourself. All right, Explorers, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give me a like. I hope that you found it informative and try to practice it on your own. You can even time it and see if your answers fit within those time restrictions, because you don't want it to be too long, and have fun with that. Leave a comment below on other types of interview related questions or public speaking strategies and cross-cultural communication tips that you would like in more videos on exploring communication. Happy exploring!